Something a little different right now. Playing in the purple, pink, we have Strong playing as the Mongols. In the blue, we have Erhan, who is playing in the blue. We do have our friend Strong playing as the Mongols, and Erhan playing as the Persians. So what can we note straight away? It's arena. Something differently. I don't do a lot of arena, just because lots of people say they play out the same way. But you know, there's a lot of differences between the gameplay. So the first thing to really point out between arena games is scores are right. Looks like Erhan's just doing so much better right now. The fact is, between the two games, you've got two really definitive styles of play. You've got the full eco into Imperial Age into mass dominance, and then you've got the Castle Age into low eco mass military, which generally you'll see a castle drop down around the wall to bust in, because they don't have the resources to get a siege workshop out, which is generally the case. They'll put that down, and then they'll start spamming elite units into their opponent's base. Now, the matchup is Persians versus Mongols. No real clear winner there in the civs, so it's going to come down to the playstyles and how both players play. Naturally, Persians are going to be able to do a pretty good boom because they do start off with those extra resources, which are really handy to have. And you got to remember, their town centers have that extra HP, which is just really nice to have. And of course, they are deemed a cavalry civilization. Mongols, I think, are deemed, like a cavalry arch, a siege civilization. That sounds about right. So, it's really going to come down to how the players decide to play the games. So, both players in this game are very well known. They are very well rated as well. They're at least 2k each. I will say that straight off the bat because that's really important to know. They are really high level players, and looks like this sheep's just hanging out for a bit over here and transferring those villagers over there. So let's check the fog of war quickly for our friend Strong, I think, because I can't really see it. And there was actually a request to put the thing in there. Well, the fact is I can hardly see it either, so it's not going to help in the videos if I do put it in. So, I'm sorry about that. Something about, you can either have the name or widescreen, it's your choice, I'll leave you guys up to that one. So, scout in here, scouting around this area, hopefully nothing out here that he can actually get attacked by, no peers in the back here, and let's just have a quick look at the map. The relics really look like they are in favour of our friend Strong right now. He has this area over in the back here, which is quite good, and luring deer all this way, that's pretty impressive honestly, but he does have a gold in the back here, another gold to the back here, and, well, that's his main gold there, more towards the front than anything. He does have these 3 relics over in this section over here, pretty close to his base, so he is going to be able to get out of Monk nice and early and get them if he wants. Erhan, though, as well, having 2 here, so it's not completely unfair, and naturally he can always just walk over here and get this, but it will cost him a bit of time. So right now, both players going up on pretty much the standard 25 villages for Arena, because, well, what are they going to do in Feudal Age and Dark Age? They can't really drush unless they manage to stand under your gate, or you delete off a section of wall to get your boar out. Unless, what else could happen? Unit could follow you in, sit under the gate, one could follow you, just your units in, your scout could just be holding this open, I think boars could just sit under there. There's a few things that could happen, but nothing really intense to just throw the game for you, absolutely. So let's see who's going to be into the Feudal Age first. It looks like it's going to be Strong there. So in this stage, we do see Strong going out with the blacksmith in the market pretty much immediately, creating 1 villager, because that's roughly the time it should take him. Of course, if you're building a market with 1 villager, I think you can get out 3 in the time it takes to create. That's just off the top of my head, though, so don't hold me to that one. Erhan, are you going up yet? No, it looks like he's going straight for the stable. Interesting, not getting a market up yet. So it looks like we will be seeing knights from Erhan right now. And it doesn't look like we're going to see anything interesting from Strong. Let's swap over. Yes, we are. We're seeing the stone go up pretty much now. He's going to have 650 by the time it comes in. Should get straight to Castle Age. Wouldn't surprise me if we see a castle drop right in there somewhere. In this area. I know that's a big area, but generally towards the middle of the wall, unless he decides to go over here so we can cover this gold, or to this side over here so we can cover this relic advance, or get this gold over here. Let's see, actually, has he seen that gold? No, he hasn't, so he doesn't know to put it over here. So, let's see where he goes with it. Looks like it's going to be right here, and there we go. Castle is being put down. Scout is not going to see that either. So it looks like the castle drop is going in for Strong right now. Let's have a look at his eco quickly and establish if he's going no eco mode. It looks like he is. We are only having 1 town center at a time. Doesn't look like we've got a second anywhere near. He's got next to no villages on gold, and it looks like he's going to be going for a complete Mangadai What else will we see? We'll see a Mangadai Castle combination. That's about all there really is to say. Great move here by Strong, just walling himself off in a little ring of houses here, going to be able to make sure this knight can't stop the construction of this castle, because as we do know, did I just say, Michael? Knights do extremely well versus builders. Really not on the ball there, that's really weird. But Knights doing extremely well versus villagers when they're undefended, and let's just speed it back up to see this castle go up. We do know now that Erhan has established that this castle is coming up in this section here. This wall off here going to be pretty good. House only on 60 HP here, so he's going to be able to lead that one off without too much trouble. And here we go. Start attacking this section of wall. Which one's he going for? Looks like he's going for this one particularly. We are currently spectating Strong, going out for that Mangadai combination now. Doesn't have a ridiculous amount of resources available. He does have the gold count, which, well, he nearly has a gold count, which he needs. He's got more than enough wood to be able to do this. He has gone forward with the barracks and maybe going to be getting some spears out there to help counter these knights right now. And currently 18 minutes into the game, we're about to see the first wall get breached, and it wouldn't be surprised at all if we see the Mangadai move in and try and get some harassment. We do have the +1 range and attack upgrade on these guys, which again, if you go no eco mode, and, well, it's arena, and you drop a castle that quickly, you know, you can't be expected to have all the researchers that quickly, and you need to get this harassment on as quick as possible. We are about to see another castle go up for Strong right now, right on Erhan's town centre. This is not going to be helpful at all. What are we looking like? No range upgrade, still on 1 there. Looks like these knights will be picked off here without too much trouble. Spearman going to be able to clean them up without too much trouble. Siege Workshop is going up for Erhan, so he is going to try and get a defensive ram out, most likely, because, well, castles just destroy mangonels. So it looks like that's going to be the goal there. These Mangadai getting out of there just in time before losing one. And, are we seeing any monks out? No monks, but we are seeing more villagers that move forward, probably to finish off this castle here. Currently on 870 hit points, which isn't a lot. You know, this town centre, I think, was starting to do some damage as well. And Mangadai here should be able to take out this Mangonel without too much trouble. Because as we do know, just Mangadai do get an advantage versus Siege, and that's absolutely great when you're going up against Siege Rams with an archer unit. It's absolutely insane. It's like going up against Eagle Warriors with Janissaries and Hand Cannoneers. They do so well against them, even though, like, the stats say they shouldn't. And it looks like this castle should go up here without too much trouble, losing quite a few Mangadai there to that Mangonel. However, most likely I would say worth it in this situation, considering how many villages he kept alive to keep this castle up. Because once this castle goes up, it's going to make a big difference. And just one villager left on that castle right now. And there we go, up on 99 to 100%. Going to be able to start putting some serious damage onto this town centre right now. We do see that Strong is actually behind in the scores, that mainly due to the fact his eco is absolute rubbish right now. He doesn't have any of these villagers here mining. These units over here are not on farms. He's got no villagers whatsoever doing anything. However, he's doing his economy properly, and he's getting the job done, which is really important. So he's in a really good position. It may look a lot different due to the scores, but the fact still is, he's doing a lot better right now. He's got 2 castles up, his opponent's in a lot of confusion at the moment, due to the fact that, well, he's got Mangadai running around his base, just shooting at things with arrows, and having to constantly garrison up all these villages. It looks like this town centre will be able to repel this castle here, mainly due to the fact that a couple of these rams. And what are we going to see? These Mangadai over here, and there we go, exactly what I wanted to show. Mangadai doing so well against those battering rams. It's actually ridiculous for a range unit, considering they have 180 just pierce armor, which is ridiculous. And actually, I'm going to slow it down for a sec just because I want to explain something. Someone actually asked me recently what the armor and the slash means. The left side is basically hack damage, which is any kind of melee, apart from, I think throwing axemen. No, I think there's a ranged unit that does melee damage, and that's Marmalukes. But I don't think there's a melee unit that does ranged damage. Don't think so. I think there's a Kamyuk, but that's going to be an AoFE. But that's about it. So we'll jump back into this nice and quickly. But yeah, the left side of it is hack damage, and the right side is pierce. Of course, melee, ranged. So Mangadai again getting in here with the harassment, going to be able to kill off these units. And again, we can see that Erhan is still up on the scores right now by about 3,000 points, 4,000 right now. And this is just proving that points don't mean everything. Of course they don't. We are seeing Erhan over here grabbing this gold. He has not grabbed any of the relics. I don't think either player's gone for relics right now. And Strong's starting to slowly get his eco back on shape. However, no villagers being produced whatsoever at the moment, all being put into this military force over here. And I would say this is about good game for Erhan right now. There's not a lot he can do. This Mangudai should be able to take out this town center without too much trouble. Nothing this Mangudai can really do except help ward off the Mangudai. And it looks like we are going to see a good game from Erhan any minute, honestly. There's not really a lot we can see from him right now. He's going to be able to try and put up some kind of defensive. He's just going to continue to lose villages to these Mangudai, however, which are currently nearly fully upgraded, I believe. Yes, they are fully upgraded for the moment in the Castle Age. We are starting to see knights come out for Erhan, though, so he may be able to come back from this, slowly repairing this town centre. And, of course, being the Persian town centre, 4,800 hit points on that. Pretty decent. More stables coming up now, and here we go. This looks like it's going to be the big thing right now. If Erhan could pull this off, he should be able to take out his opponent here without too much trouble. However, these knights are kind of outmassed pretty badly by the Mangudai. And let's see, this castle should be helping out a ton as well with the damage. And it looks like this castle here is going to get down 53 hit points, and that castle is down right now. Erhan may be able to take this back right now. And this ram over here getting slowly taken out by villagers. These rams over here, though, getting damage from these spearmen. Mangudai on them already. And it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Not enough knights here to continue the damage. And we just watch this play out quickly. Rams getting killed off by Mangudai. Mangudai getting killed off by Town Centre. Pretty much the norm there for those kind of units. Still trying to keep that knight count up again, though. Currently on 3 stables. So going to be able to help out quite a bit. Let's look at the population quickly. We have Strong on 46. And what is the population for Erhan? Erhan on 76. He should be winning right now. This is really interesting. Especially just judging by that, it's a little big population difference. That's a huge population difference. I'm surprised that Erhan hasn't been able to repel these units yet, honestly. And taking quite a bit of splash there from those mangonels. However, taking them out without too much trouble, because as we do know, Mangudai do get that bonus for siege, which is really important. And it looks like we have these knights coming in here, going to be able to take out this guy here. And, of course, Mangudai going to be able to retreat back to this castle as soon as they feel threatened. And what can we see from Erhan? This is potentially a good game for Erhan right now. He does have a lot better economy right now, but he just does not have the units on the field that he needs, honestly. If we look over here, he's got no economy really going on whatsoever. But he does have a forward castle. He's got 3 villages here doing nothing as well. We do have all of these Mangudai over here putting pressure on. If we swap over to Erhan, he's got next to no military. He doesn't have... well, he has the resources to keep building knights. He's just not. Let's continue up on this one here, and taking out here. It looks like that Mangonel should be able to defend from this battering ram. No, it will not be able to. And putting in a bit more pressure here. So moving in with his Mangudai, going to be able to kill off a lot more villagers, which is really important. He knows his opponent has a lot better economy than him. However, at this stage, there's not really a lot he can do to outdo him in economy, because he has invested really heavily into this military. It's essentially an all-in of Age of Empires right now. And this town centre here is going to go down without too much extra trouble. This knight here should survive. Mangudai all dying off. It looks like Erhan might be able to pull it off here, actually. And no, Strong resigning off there. Erhan taking the game, which is really important. I almost thought that Strong won there. But Erhan taking the game, very, very important there. Mainly due to the fact he held off this rush really, really well. And Strong just did not have the economy to keep playing at this stage. If you look at the population, we've got Erhan on, what, 82. And let's see if I can swap over. Sometimes let me, sometimes it doesn't. Doesn't look like it's going to, but it would be about 40 at this stage, so he'd essentially doubled the population of his opponent, and that's why Arena can be a really interesting map in my opinion, because you can get that castle drop into the full economy, or into the full military, depending on which way you want to take it, and you can do a lot of damage with it. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next game.